Hello, everyone. Welcome to our training on what is JAN and using the AskJAN.org website. My name is Matthew McCord, and I'm one of the consultants on the motor team here at JAN. JAN is fully funded by the Department of Labor's Office of Disability Employment Policy, which enables us to provide our technical assistance at no cost to our clients. I'm sure you're eager to get started, so let's begin. So what is JAN? JAN is a free national service that provides technical assistance on federal disability rights laws and also provides practical guidance on job accommodation issues. In regards to our technical assistance, we answer questions regarding Title I of the Americans with Disabilities Act, the ADA Amendments Act, and the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. As for our practical guidance on job accommodation issues, we do this by providing consultation on all aspects of the accommodation process for people with disabilities. Our consultants work with our clients to identify effective solutions that can enable people with disabilities to perform their jobs. We also discuss employment issues regarding a large spectrum of medical conditions across any career. To this end, we provide ideas that are tailored to the specific need or limitation our client presents to us. When you contact us, it's not important that you know the specific diagnosis or whether or not the condition is covered under the ADA's definition of disability. We can advise on potential accommodation options simply by knowing the limitations the individual experiences. All of our services are confidential, so what we discuss regarding the work environment or disability stays between us. When you contact us, our program assistants will ask for your name and the disability involved. The only reason we ask for a name is so we can track case notes. This allows us to pick up right where we left off if you contact us again with additional questions. However, people are permitted to remain anonymous if they wish to do so. As to why we ask about the disability involved, this is to ensure that you're put in contact with someone who specializes in the needs you're seeking accommodation guidance on. JAN services are available to the entire nation, and although we are based in the state of West Virginia, we take calls from all over the country as well as U.S. territories. To that end, we strive to make JAN easy to use. Whichever way you prefer to contact us, we likely use it. You can utilize our services via phone, text messaging, email, chat, social media, and last but not least, by browsing our website. The biggest portion of our calls are from employers and individuals with disabilities. However, we talk to everyone involved in the employment process, such as employers, employees, friends and family members, as well as service providers like rehabilitation professionals or medical providers as well. Now that we've reviewed what JAN is, let's switch gears and take a look at some of the commonly used areas of the JAN website. Here's an image of the new JAN homepage. We recently rolled out a new website design. So if you've used us before, this new design was rolled out and squirreled away some links to resources you commonly use, then you may find that those links no longer work. However, one of the major benefits of the website redesign is that we made some of our more commonly used features much easier to access. One of these commonly used features is our A to Z of disabilities and accommodations pages. You can access this feature directly from our website near the bottom of the page, or by clicking on the A to Z link at the top of the page if you're elsewhere on the site. This is a screenshot of what the A to Z page looks like if you choose to use the link at the top of the page rather than the drop-down menu on the home page. You can easily switch between by disability, by limitation, work-related function, and topic by clicking on the tabs near the middle of the page. You cannot see it on this screenshot, but the page continues much down further with even more links you can review. Let's take a look at one of these pages so you can get a feel of what you can find within them. So let's say you want to learn more about quadriplegia. Let's look at that. This is a screenshot of the by disability page for quadriplegia. On the right side of the slide, you'll notice a table of contents. You can click on any of the links within the table of contents and it will take you to that portion of the page. This screenshot was taken near the middle of the page. Because we're not at the top, you'll notice this little button has appeared on the right side of the screen. You can use this button to immediately return to the top of the page you're on simply by clicking on it. Under the heading Accommodation Ideas, you can click on one of the drop-down lists to review potential accommodation options for the specific limitation or work-related function you select. You will also find a button within that drop-down list that will take you to the page that is dedicated to that specific limitation or work-related function. Now, let's take a look at the ADA library, where you can find various links that describe the ADA, the 5 titles it's divided into, as well as the ADA Amendments Act. You can find the link to the ADA library at the top of our homepage shown here. However, it is also located at the top of all other pages as well. Here is a screenshot of part of the page of the ADA library. Just like with the last slide, you will find a table of contents on the right of the page. Most of our ADA-related questions are regarding Title I of the ADA, which governs employment, so I wanted that portion of the ADA library to be featured on the slide. Because our technical assistance on the ADA is taken from guidance documents that the EEOC has released, if you ever want to review those guidance documents yourself, you can do so by clicking on this link. Let's review what you will find if you do click on that link. Here is our listing of the various EEOC guidance documents. These documents are very useful in that they provide insight into how the EEOC enforces the ADA. Please note that the name of the links you will find on this page may not be exactly the same as the name of the document it leads to. We have summarized the topic of some guidance documents or abridged the name to make it easier to understand what each one talks about. For instance, the link titled EEOC's ADAA Questions and Answers leads to the document titled Questions and Answers on the Final Rule Implementing the ADA Amendments Act of 2008. Regardless, if you are the type of person that likes to get the information directly from the source, then you will likely find yourself right at home on this portion of our site. Now, let's review how to use our accommodation search feature. You could find the link to our accommodation search feature here, if you prefer to return to our homepage. You can also find the link at the top of all other pages as well. For those that have utilized our site in the past, then you are likely familiar with our Searchable Online Accommodation Resource, or SOAR feature. This has been redesigned into something more akin to a Google search that is limited to just the information you can find on our website. Here's a screenshot of our new SOAR accommodation search page. On the right side of the screen, you can find some of our most popular searches. If you're looking for accommodation ideas on one of these topics, simply click on the corresponding button and SOAR will perform the search for you. However, if there isn't a button for what you're looking for, you can instead type in whatever it is you're looking for on the left side of the screen and click Search manually. As an example, let's say you're searching for our vendor listings for office chairs. You type in office chair into the field on the left-hand side of the screen and click Search. Here is an example of what you will see once you click Search. On the left-hand side of the screen, you will see options to narrow down your search results. There are various options you can choose from, but this screenshot only captures 3 of them. However, you don't need to worry about that with this case because the search has what we're looking for listed as the second result of our search. So let's click on that. Here you will find a description of what the product is and some example situations where it may be helpful to consider it as an option. The listing of vendors and some example products from those vendors can be seen near the bottom of the page on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will find a section titled Related Content. Here you can find links to other pages on the JAN website that lists this page as a possible accommodation solution. This way, you can easily make your way to pages that contain other accommodations that you may find helpful to review as well. Next, let's take a look at where you can find an index of all of our publications and articles. This is especially useful if you're in the boat I talked about earlier and that you have links squirreled away that no longer work, as this is likely where you will find those items again. You can find the link to our index of publications and articles at the top of our homepage shown here. However, like the others, it's located at the top of all other pages as well. Here's a screenshot of the beginning of our index page for our various publications and articles. There are filter options at the top that allow you to show only the newest articles to be added to the page, to only show the most commonly accessed articles, or to show all of the articles in the index. Naturally, the screenshot of this slide does not come close to showing all the publications contained on this page. To give you an idea of what you will find when you click on one of these links, let's say you're interested in reviewing our Accommodation and Compliance Series article on arthritis. So let's select that. That particular link will take you directly to a download page for the publication you selected. On the right, you will see that you can download it as a Microsoft Word document or as a PDF file. Please note that not all items in the publication and articles index will take you to a download page like this. For instance, the Consultants Corner articles listed within the index will take you to a page where you can immediately read the article without needing to download it. Now, let's review where you can go if you would like to request JAN provide a training session for your organization or event. You can find the link to our training page here. However, it can also be found at the top of other pages by clicking on the button in the top right-hand corner that looks like 3 horizontal lines stacked on top of each other, kind of like a hamburger. On this page, you can not only request JAN provides you with a presentation, not unlike this one, but you also can learn about other training events that we have scheduled, review our just-in-time training modules, browse our webcast archive if you couldn't secure a spot in a recent webcast you really wanted to see, or review our videos we posted to our YouTube channel as well. Now, let's conclude our training today by going over how you can get into contact with us here at JAN. You can find the Contact Us link at the top of our homepage, shown here in the top right-hand corner. As with the training link, you can also find it on other pages of the site by using the hamburger menu button as well. Here are some of the ways you can get into contact with us. I'd, in particular, like to go over our email and chat features. As for email, you will see links to our JAN On Demand feature shown here. The first one will take you to a form that will ask questions aimed at workplace accommodation and ADA issues, while the second one will take you to a form that has questions relating to self-employment. If you fill out one of these forms and submit it, we will reply to the email address you provide as soon as we can. As for chatting with us, you can access that feature anywhere on the website by clicking on the red Live Chat button on the right-hand side of the screen. If it is during our operating hours, all you need to do is click this button and type in your name, and someone will pick up your chat and get you in contact with a consultant or employment specialist that can answer your question. In addition, if you wait for the consultant or specialist to disconnect from the chat, you'll be given a prompt that asks if you would like a transcript of your chat emailed to you. So if you would like one for your records, simply wait to close the window and the prompt should pop up automatically. This concludes our training today. I wanted to leave you with a few of the common ways that we are reached, like our phone number, a general email address, our Skype name, our text messaging line, and of course, our website address. Thank you for your time and have a great rest of your day.